Well, like I said, I read through the book, but before the interview, I went through and kind of reviewed it and so forth about some of the concepts. I think one of the most important concepts in the book is that the rich dad feels that wealth is measured in time, whereas the poor dad feels that wealth is measured in money. Can you explain that?
That's a very, Vlad, you really have done your research, man. I'm proud of you. See, a lot of people want to get rich. And that was my poor dad. So I'll make a lot more money. So he got a high paying job and he kept going back to school, so he get a more high pay. And my rich dad says, no, it's measured in wealth is measured in time. So if you quit your job, how long can you survive? So the average person, I don't know what the averages are anymore, but the average American cannot survive more than a month. Before their savings or the bill collectors drag them off to jail or something. So a lot of Americans make a lot of money, but they have no time on their money. They cannot survive. So it's a very important question. I mean, it's probably, Vlad, one of the most important questions you can ask that we should ask the people listening. If you lost your job, let's say you're married, husband and wife and all this stuff, and you lost your income, how long would you survive? And that's wealth. And so that's why today my wealth will go on for generations, because I have real assets. I thank you for that question, Vlad. It's probably the most important question you could ask me. Wealth is measured in time. Rich is measured in money.
Yeah, one of the best definitions I've ever heard of the term rich is the ability to maintain your current lifestyle for the estimated rest of your life without having any new income.
That's pretty accurate.
If you're used to living in a mansion and you have a Ferrari and you can maintain that for the next 30, 40, 50 years without any new money coming in, you're rich.
Correct.
If, losing your job, you suddenly have to move into an apartment and go get a Honda Civic, then it doesn't matter how many things you have at the time, you're not really rich.
Correct.
Yep.
And the thing is one more thing that Rich Dad added to it is if you lose your job and you stop working, how long will you survive? Because you don't have to lose your job. I'm saying, if you stop working, how long would you survive? Mm-hmm. And for most people, it's the next paycheck.
Yeah.
They're gone. So they might make a lot of money, but they won't survive. So that they have money, but they're not wealthy. Wealth is measured in time. So if I stop today, my wealth will go on for probably 100-something years. But I'm putting all that, my wife and I putting all back in charities. It's what's called a CRT, Charitable Remainder Trust. So our wealth can go on for generations.